YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. My name is Becca and I am 3 weeks out from my first bikini competition since 2016. So we're about to step back on stage. If you've been following along, thank you. If not, there's a little recap for you. We're really close. It's crazy. So my energies are really low, but I definitely wanted to start recording. I want to have this 3 weeks out vlog for you this weekend. So here we are. No new low today. Weighed in, but I haven't been to the bathroom in like a day and a half, so that's probably why. The lovely struggle TMI on prep. I'm actually just trying to get myself together because I have to go to the gym and do legs and cardio. I did get a lot of sleep last night, the most sleep I've had in a long time, and I let myself sleep in as late as my body would let me, but I'm still tired, but it's expected. So I'm just trying to make myself feel better and just put on just a teeny bit of makeup, bopped my hair in a little clippy. I've got my little gym fit on, drinking my electrolytes here. And I'm gonna get myself to the gym. I had my first meal of the day, which was my oats. I do the little 100-calorie packs right now, and then 150 grams of egg beaters mixed in, and then I add like some little sugar-free seasonings on top. That was meal one. I had all my vitamins this morning as well. So that's pretty much just gonna be the day. Training, I need to use this day that I'm not in the salon to get organized. I wanna sit down and make sure that I have my list for everything I need for competition 1 and 2 because they're back to back. And I just wanna make sure I have everything that I need. I just placed an order on ProTan for more DIY tanning stuff because they have a sale and I'm gonna need it because I'm doing several competitions this season. So trying to get all of that going. And I also want to sit down and film a separate video from my vlogging, just answering some questions, why I chose to compete again, the difference it was from when I was 24 to competing at 31 now. But I'm excited and just trying to keep the energy up so that I can get this out for you guys and share this because I appreciate the support so much, especially on my last video. So many new subscribers and a lot of views on that video, and it's a long one, so I was pretty shocked, and you guys just keep helping it grow, so I appreciate you so much. Like, comment, subscribe. Go follow me on Instagram. We have a lot of fun over there at Basically Becca, and let's get to it. Back from the gym, I had quads and glute focus leg day, and then cardio. I did 45 minutes on the Stairmaster and 40 minutes on the treadmill. And then I'm gonna take Romeo on another mile walk, possibly 2, if I can get myself there. This is the absolute worst I have felt all prep today, energy wise. I think it's just because my calories have been so low the last few days, but like I'm just like not like craving hungry, but like I know my body's hungry because I'm just shaky, I'm weak, I'm struggling, and I even got up later today and I'm still struggling. So yeah, less than 3 weeks out and I am struggling. I just popped open this to give me a little something, but I've had caffeine today. I had a Monster, I had coffee, I had protein with caffeine, and now I'm having this. I also did some returns and some errands after the gym because I don't have work today. I was gonna go work on my little side hustle tonight, but I think I'm gonna take a break because I have appointments tomorrow at the salon, and I think I just need to give my body and mind a break. So yeah, I'm gonna take Romy outside real quick, and then I think I'm gonna bring him in, feed him dinner, and take a nap, and then get up and take him on an evening stroll before bed. And maybe I'll get a bath in or something. I only have one more meal, but I'm trying to push it. But I'm really hungry, so I don't know how much longer it's gonna get pushed. It's 4:45, but I'm so hungry. And all I have left is 150 grams of chicken and 25 or 30, I forget, grams of avocado. And I just don't know. I'm just struggling. Like, I'm just so tired. Oh, this is the first day that I'm just like, fuck all of it. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't feel great today. I'm tired. And I feel like alone in it. Just because I don't really have a lot of support. And that's hard. I think this is another reason why having a coach is probably smart. I know, I'm just tired. Today's hard. It's just hard. Good morning. You guys, it's Wednesday. Back to work today. My oats, my egg whites. I like to put my little cinnamon on top, along with this kettle corn seasoning, and then a little bit of Walden Farms zero cal syrup. Delicious, delicious. I also have my coffee. But I almost forgot. I was like, dude, we're vlogging this week. I gotta check in. My digestion, we're kind of on the struggle bus again. My weight's up, feel bloated. It's not ideal. Although I know I'm leaner because when I was in the gym doing legs yesterday and I sat down to do, why can't I think of words? Exercises. Leg extensions. There it is. Normally I have to force it to get down to this one notch, you know, to lock my legs in. But the one notch was still a little too loose, but the other one was a little too tight. It just popped right down yesterday. And that's just from like a couple of days. So I'm leaning out. I know this, but I am struggling with digestion and a lot of bloating, which sucks. So anyhow, yeah, today my diet's gonna be a little bit different than what I've been eating. My breakfast is still the same thing pretty much. I've been doing this oats and egg whites like mix for months now. It's just changed in like the quantity a little bit. Yeah, this has been my first meal, and then I'm gonna have either tuna and veggies for my next meal, or chicken and veggies the following meal. Same thing with some lettuce and veggies, and then that's my next two meals, and then I think my last meal is like egg whites. I'm not even kidding you. So, digging deep. Also gonna see if this helps my digestion a little bit. Yeah, I also have been having this weird rash. Like it itches right now. It's not even like, well, I guess it is a little pinky. Neck, but on my chest. I think it might be those fat burners, the new ones I switched to. But the funny, like, it didn't give me the rash initially. So I also take the nighttime one. But it woke me up in the middle of the night, like how itchy it is on my chest. So My body doesn't like something. I don't know if it's a stress rash or if it's from that or something else my body's not liking. I mean, I feel fine otherwise. So I'm actually gonna not take it today, and if I can help it, see how it feels the rest of the day, and then I might not even take the sleeping one tonight, even though it helps me sleep really well. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if it's that or if it's something else. I also have decided to go ahead and drop creatine. I had minimized my creatine intake the last 3 weeks. I cut it in half from 5 grams, but I'm gonna go ahead and drop it just because I really need to get any possibility of bloat down and out. Once I'm done competing, I'll pop right back on it for sure. I think it definitely helps with my strength, but for now, this is where we're at. So I have a few minutes before I need to get ready for work. I'm still really exhausted. I can feel it, like I want to go back to sleep, but I did get really good sleep last night. I slept in later. So I have a few clients this morning until like 2 o'clock, and then I'm gonna go to the gym, do a little upper body sesh, cardio, and that'll be, and hopefully pop in the sauna for some recovery. I could probably use it, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's where we're at today. I'll probably check in once I get to the salon. We are 2.5 weeks out today. That's insane. Well, hello YouTube. It is 9:01 p.m. on Thursday the 27th. I need more lights required. It's probably still not great. I look deathly sickly. I don't feel too bad though, thankfully. The power went out yesterday while I was at the gym when I got home, so I came home to no power all evening, and everything started dying because I wasn't prepared for a power outage. Romeo was restless in the heat. I was restless because I always have to have something on to fall asleep to, and everything was dying, so I couldn't, and it was just a long night. And then I woke up not feeling good. My digestion's been off. It just feels like a rock in my stomach. Yeah, so I don't know if it's just because my protein's still so high, but like my carbs and my fats are low because my calories obviously are very low right now, or what. So I've been trying to stay moving, stay active, whatever, but I felt so bad this morning. I had to push an appointment, not at the salon, but for myself. I had to push an appointment back. I got back in bed and just tried to sleep for a little bit longer. It wasn't great sleep, but I did sleep a little bit, and then I got up and had a bunch to do today, and I've been running around ever since. But the power's been off all day until like an hour and a half ago, I think. So I got my errands done, which is good. A girl in my salon suite is moving into my suite for 2 days a week. We're going to be sharing it that way. So I'm going to be working 4 days for now. That might change in the future, and she'll be working 2 days, so that's really nice. I'll be like sublacing that out to her. It's really helpful for me, and also really helpful for her with her new life transition, which is exciting. So that's a really good thing. I don't feel nearly as emotional as I was feeling. I don't know. I'm going to put in probably the clip of me from the other day having a breakdown. I might not post the whole thing, share it with you guys, because it's a little embarrassing, but just so you realize the ups and downs. I know I'm lean because I can see it in my legs. Like, my legs are lean because I've been opting to do incline treadmill instead of Stairmaster as often. I'm still doing it, but I'm just cutting my time down and switching it to the treadmill. So I think that's helped with inflammation in my legs. My legs, I've really noticed, are way leaner. Obviously my face, everybody's noticing it, which is really cool. But like I said, it's like a rock in my stomach, and it's just in my stomach, like my tummy, and it's bloated, and it's just uncomfortable and frustrating when I'm trying to like see what my physique's gonna look like. It's rough. So I have what I was taking to help with my digestion is apparently not cutting it anymore. So I have some different digestive enzymes on the way. They should be here tomorrow. So happy about that. And then I have I think it's also maybe just like my natural fiber intake is not great every single day. So even though I usually wouldn't be putting berries in my diet right now, I'm just gonna make it fit, make it work, and see if that helps. Just having a few berries a day with like maybe my breakfast or my last meal or both, whatever I have to do to help my digestion right now. And I also got some nutritional yeast to help with like, it's just a lot of good stuff in there for you. Plus it just helps season and flavor your food. So I did do a mini grocery haul because a lot of my groceries, unfortunately, I had to throw away. Thankfully, it was nearing the end of like my going through my last store trip of refrigerated things, so I didn't have to throw away a ton, which is good. But anyhow, so yeah, we'll see how that goes. I did get to the gym today, no lift. I chose it as my rest day from that. It was just purely cardio. And I'm going to run inside right now actually before it gets dark, put away the refrigerated groceries, and then get Romy out for a quick mile, and then we're in for the evening. And I might take a bath. I think it's needed. And tomorrow's leg day, cardio, hitting it hard, and then I'm helping Chelsea move in some of her stuff out of her old suite and some of it into my suite, into our suite. And yeah, so it'll be good stuff, good transition. The rest of the week I get to focus on my lifts, all of that. I have some work outside the salon to do this weekend, and then I am going out to Brooklyn once for my niece's birthday party. So, and her gift is supposed to be here tomorrow. It's on Saturday, so it better arrive tomorrow. I have half of it, but the other half has not yet arrived. Come on, Amazon, don't do me dirty. I'm a little bit last minute these days. So, also, oh, my suit. My beautiful, gorgeous, sparkly suit that I'll be wearing for my next few competitions. She's on her way. I've seen her. She's completed. She's beautiful. I can't wait to try it on. I can't wait to wear it on stage. I can't wait for you guys to see it. I want to just show you it now, but I also want you to be surprised at my first show day. So, but she's amazing. I can't wait to see what she's created for me. I'll pop her name on the screen here. I'm very excited. Very excited. Anyhow, I want to tell you who made it, but I'm probably not going to in this video because it's going to go up before my competition, and she does post suits, and I don't want you guys to guess. I want it to be a surprise. I want it to be like that little like ding, this is it, day of my show one. But then I'll be telling you guys all about her when I do like a show day recap and everything I used, all of that good stuff. Very excited. But I'm gonna go now. I want to get Romy on this walk. He's been cooped up all day in the heat. Thankfully the air did come on eventually, but poor little bug. Anyway, so let me get all these groceries inside, and I will talk to you guys in the morning. Good morning, you guys. It is Friday morning. I've been doing check-in pictures, hence I got my posing suit on. I'm still struggling with like the rash and everything. I have done some research, and it could be that new fat burner that I switched to, but I haven't taken it in several days and I'm still experiencing it. So I don't know what it is. I still think it has to do with stress, but just because of that, I'm not taking it, just to see if it does calm down. Plus there are other things I can take for energy, so we'll just stick to basic caffeine for now. It's all good. Anyway, I am not feeling the best with my check-ins. I'm just not. But I know I'm pale, and normally I'm tan, so I'm trying to like knock it in my head. My bloating's gone down a lot, but not all the way. Haven't been to the bathroom yet today. All of these things play a part. I took some pictures. I'll probably be inserting them in this video as it goes along, but I'll do check-ins. I'm gonna do check-ins every day this weekend to see how things progress and to see how things differ. I had some extra carbs last night, and including blueberries for me. Hopefully that was gonna help my digestion and just make me feel a little bit better going into leg day today. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm drinking my coffee right now. I'm having one of my Nespresso pods but they've been dwindling, so I've been saving them. I've been drinking my K-cups instead. But I also figured Nespresso is very strong, so it might help me in the digestion area. Yeah, I mean, right now the rash is not that red, but I can feel the raised hives and it's itchy. And right now it's not even on my chest anymore. Now it's like on my it's like here, and on my back and my shoulders. So I don't know what it is. I'm not really sure. But it's very frustrating and very annoying. I might just take an allergy pill. But freaking allergy pills don't help your digestion either, come to find out from my doctor, which is why I haven't been taking them. But I did take one the other day when it was really bad, and it definitely helped. So it's definitely an allergic reaction of some type. My body's like, oh no, but I don't know exactly what it is. Anyhow, I'm gonna go put some clothes on, take Romeo out, clean up a little bit. As you can see, there's don't look at the mess. Yeah, today's leg day cardio. I want to hit it hard as I can. I'm gonna really try to push it and help Chelsea move out of her suite. So excited for her and for us. Onward and upward, babies. I feel pretty good. I don't want to speak out of turn. I feel the best I've felt in 2 weeks today, like energy-wise. So, guys, hi. So I am leaving the gym. It is Friday, the 28th of July. Yes, that was the best leg day I have had in so long. I woke up, felt so good, did so good, and I did 45 minutes incline on the treadmill. Starting to dwindle my energy a little bit right now, but not bad. I'm gonna go home, have my next meal, a little caffeine, and then head out and help Chelsea. But I am so impressed with that. I did take some pictures and stuff, but I'm getting so white. And it's taking forever for me to get all this self-tanner on, because I self-tan once, twice a week and have pretty much for like 2 years. So, yeah. But for the most part, it's all coming off. I've still got some on like the inner parts of my leg. And then my arm definitely still has some on it, like little splotches. I'm getting so white, it's insane. Yeah. But this is what we gotta do to get our skin prepped and ready. I could have like actually tanned, like for real tanned in the tanning bed, but I just couldn't be bothered to spend any more time at the gym, plus skin cancer, so here we are. But that's all I wanted to say. I want to check in with you guys. Feeling good. Still nervous about, just truly getting nervous about getting on stage, especially show one. Obviously, I think you always think you could have more time as a novice competitor, maybe, I don't know. And of course, the girls I follow are like pros, and I'm watching them and I'm seeing them and how lean they are at this point, and I'm like, oh, look like that. But I'm not a pro. Also, I don't have a coach. I've been very open about that. And not all, but I'm sure some of these girls that I watch also taking things that I'm not going to take. So, and I'm a novice. I'm a newbie still. I haven't done this a lot. So, I'm trying to give myself grace there and know that even if I have these first 2 shows, even if the first 2 don't go the way I want them to go, because they're so close together, I for sure have at least one more in October, if not before that as well. And that gives me a lot of time to improve. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, just want to check in with you guys, tell you that. Feeling pretty good though. Oh. Whoa. Hi guys. Sorry, everything is kind of a mess, kind of a disaster. But I'm just shredding my chicken that I've been meal prepping in my crock pot here while I was doing other things today. Soup's convenient. Just started using this thing a few weeks ago. It comes and goes in phases, like the air fryer or stovetop, whatever. This has just been convenient for cooking a lot of chicken at once. I'm currently shredding it the next, pretty much through peak week. The only like meat protein sources I'm gonna be having is shredded chicken because it's gonna be the easiest to digest. So I'm trying to shred it up really, really good so that my body can handle it as best as possible. And then whitefish, which is defrosting. I have it out for the next couple of days. Defrosting, I just went to Aldi and like stocked up because I think I spent 18 bucks and I got like, this is just like the start, but a ton of chicken for the like probably for like the next 4+ days, and then enough fish for at least the next 4+ days as well, and then I'll just go get more for the next couple of weeks. But through peak week, that's probably what I'm going to be having. My carb sources when I have them is rice cakes, veggies, berries, very few but now and again, and then possibly rice. That's it. Doing egg beaters still because I digest them very well. I have been still doing whey protein, but less and less. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I just figured I would check in with you guys. It's Friday night. After I'm done with all of this, I'm going to get my food together for tomorrow, so that way if I'm running around or whatever, I can just take it with me and not have to worry about it. I do have my niece's birthday party tomorrow, plus obviously I have to get to the gym, and my gym closes. I'm throwing chicken here, there, and everywhere. My gym closes early on the weekend, so I probably won't be able to get in after, so I need to get up in the morning and go and get all my stuff done. Yeah, I had such a good day today. I felt so much better. I gave myself a little bit more carbs before I went to bed last night, and then I had more carbs today. I actually had rice today for the first time in weeks. I mean, probably like a month or more. As my last meal, that and egg beaters. I feel great. I feel great. And like I immediately saw, like I just got a pump from eating the rice. I went to get in the shower and like I could see like my veins and stuff, and my stomach didn't look loose and watery. It like looked like, oh, abs are there. And like it's just so crazy what food does and what a big part it plays in our physique, especially at this stage, especially when you're getting lean. It's crazy to see. But my digestion is so much better. I did start taking my digestive enzymes today. Yes, I hear you, Romy. He wants some of this chicken. Yeah, but I'm feeling really good. Still dealing a little bit with that rashy hive situation. It literally comes and goes. Like as I was getting ready to get in the shower, it like whooshed out here and then like my upper abdomen, and then literally in about 5 minutes they went away. So that was just from me getting undressed. So I have no idea what this is from, but I did decide, it's been over a week now, I've stopped taking the fat burner that I had started, just because it is something new. I was taking 1UP's fat burner, which has never caused me any reactions or issues or anything like that, and I've been taking that for a while, but I ran out and I decided to try BPI Sports. It did give great energy, but I don't know that's what it was. I don't, but it does have high amounts of niacin in it, and I guess sometimes that can cause a reaction in some people. So I don't know that's what it is. Obviously, I haven't taken it in days, so I don't imagine it's still in my body, but regardless, this close to my competition, it's just not worth it. So I'm just not going to take it anymore. Yeah, just not going to do it. Shredding chicken is so tedious. Can someone please come do this for me? I've come to find out shredding, like, because this was frozen chicken before I put it in the crock pot, is a little bit more difficult. Like just like fresh chicken or whatever. It shreds a lot easier. This is a little, it's still, I mean, it's still shredding pretty well, but it's a little more. I don't usually buy frozen chicken breast, but I thought, oh, cost effective. I don't know. I don't know if I'll do this next time, but we gave it a go. We gave it a go. If you're an Aldi shopper, I'm just a newbie. Tell me what you like to get there that's actually worth it. What's the best things to get there? I kind of wanted to like look around and shop. I saw some cool stuff there, but something that I'm particular about. But when it comes to protein, for the most part, I don't really care because I season my stuff up. And at this point in prep, it's not that big of a deal anyway because I don't do much. But yeah, if you like anything specific at Aldi, leave it in the comments because I think I'm gonna start being. I'm always gonna be a Meijer girly at heart because I like the rewards program and I just love Meijer and I'm a Meijer girly. But I wouldn't mind if there are like some staples that I get at Aldi because it's just a better deal. I'm here for it. So let me know, what are your staples? What do you get if you're an Aldi shopper? My suit, you guys. Romeo, you gotta chill. This is not for you. My suit's done. It's on its way here. I cannot wait for you to see it. It's beautiful. I can't wait to try it on. I'll probably cry. I will probably cry. When it gets here, you guys aren't gonna see it. I'll record it for a future video, but you won't see it until at least the night before my show, what my suit color is. But I think I'm gonna put like my extensions in. I'm going to put my suit on, do my makeup, all of that, and just see what everything's gonna look like. I won't have the tan on, unfortunately, but I'll be able to see what everything else is gonna look like. And then I'm gonna ask at my gym maybe if I could come late at night and pose in my bikini. Because I haven't been able to do that. Like I practice posing in like a sports bra and shorts, but like that's the struggle. It's not a bodybuilding gym, right? It's a commercial gym. I should probably find a bodybuilding gym for myself. There's just not one that's super conveniently located where I'm at. It's at least 20 plus minutes away from me. So I don't know. I really like my gym. I really do. But there are times, obviously, a different gym atmosphere could be preferred. Which, when and if I can afford to have more than one gym membership, I'm probably gonna do that. I might get it for myself for Christmas. Get myself another gym membership. But we'll see. We will see. So much chicken, you guys. I'm gonna be like set for a hot minute. All right, I just want to check in, say hi. It's probably boring, I'm sorry. Rowan and I had an amazing walk today. Would you like to see him? One momento. Pokey, say hi to YouTube. You're being obnoxious. You have your own dinner right there that you haven't even touched. Why are you being obnoxious? You even had a TREAT earlier. Yeah? Don't be a little stinker. Yeah, happy boy. You're Nikki. Your harness isn't on. You're Nikki. Hey guys. So it is Saturday. It's almost 8 o'clock. Sorry for like the not great lighting and everything else. And I probably look like a wreck because I've been crying. If you follow me on Instagram, you already know, but I'm also gonna leave the vlog off here, which really sucks. But I need something to focus on tonight, so I'll probably edit and put this up for the weekly vlog. But right now I don't know what's gonna happen. I had my car in the shop, as you know, if you've been following me, like maybe a month ago, not even, I don't know, it's recently, like it was like $700 worth of work, and it's been running great ever since. And I don't know what happened, but something went wrong with my car when I was on my way home today from my niece's party. My family lives about an hour from me, and I wasn't very far from home, like 20 minutes, and my car like kind of seized up on the highway, which freaked me out, obviously. So I got off the highway as quickly as I could, accelerated very slowly. I like debated if I should just pull over and like not drive it anymore, but it was driving okay. So I was like, I'm so close to home. I just decided to go home. So I did. I don't know if that was wise or not. I never know in these situations. But it's home now. Hoping it's like a small thing with the oil. I talked to my brother-in-law on the phone, sent him some videos of the underneath of my car and everything. We're just not sure why it's out of oil, because it's not due for an oil change for like another month. So I'm confused about that, but it is an old car. I don't know. We don't see leaks. We don't see anything like that. So we're not really sure what happened. The struggle with living somewhere and starting a life somewhere where honestly none of my family nor close friends or people that would actually like be able to or try their best to help me in these situations, no one lives near me. I don't have anybody here, which is really hard in these situations. Just getting around, trying to figure all that out. Obviously, I have a free towing with my insurance and everything, but if I need to do that, but it's a whole ordeal. It's a lot on you, on your own. Probably a lot of you know that. You've probably gone through it if you are single and like away from friends and family. Of course, one of the first things on my mind is I'm 2 weeks out from my competition. There's just so much unknown right now. If it's bad enough that I have to get a new vehicle, I pray that's not the case. But if I have to get a new vehicle, I don't see how I'm gonna be able to do the show. I really don't. And that would be absolutely devastating. I can't imagine. I can't imagine that I've worked so hard for it not to work out. I really can't. And I know I had a show the following weekend, and I plan on doing one in Michigan in October as well, but like, and probably by then things would have calmed down. I definitely could compete, sure, but like, I just hope it's something easy to fix. I don't know right now. It's hard to stay positive right now. I woke up in such a great mood. I had such a great day. I was feeling so good in the gym, and then I got to see my family and my niece, and it was just such a good day, and I was so excited for like the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks really. And now I don't know what's gonna happen. And I know everything could work out, and then it'll be stupid that I'm just upset like a psycho, but right now it just feels like so overwhelming and daunting, and like normally speaking, even though it's a lot for them, but I appreciate it, my parents usually have an extra vehicle. I didn't know that extra vehicle is actually in the shop. They have a vehicle that I'm able to use. They're bringing it to me tomorrow. And thankfully my best friend did say she will drive her car to Kalamazoo if we need it. So I have that option for my first show. I have so much work this week to do. Training, cardio, like and nothing's in walking distance. Like, I have to drive. And it's just one of those times where it's like I said this again, you're hearing me repeat this because I said this on Instagram. But like, this is when, like, you can't help but think, what if I wasn't single? Or what if I was, you know, surrounded by like really good friends, like that I could count on in times like these, like just for the support. Like, it wouldn't be such a huge deal, you know, because if I had a partner, we'd have at least 2 cars, so there'd be another car. We could at least deal with it whilst mine's in the shop, you know, a backup plan. They'd be there to support me and help me out with my competitions and my prep and everything, and it wouldn't just be all on me. But I've just been working for this since over like the last 2 years. I've been building, and then I've been on prep since March. Like, pretty much everything's done and ready for it. The only things I haven't done is I have to, which I was gonna do this week, I have to register for my classes for show 1 and show 2. And right now I'm like, I guess I'm gonna hold off at least until I see what happens with my car. Because if I legitimately have to get a new car, like if for some reason, which I hope to God not, I wrecked the engine by not knowing, I will have to get a new car, which is definitely not in my budget, but I'll just have to. And I don't see how I can do that and compete right now, which is insane because I'm 2 weeks out today. I'm 2 weeks out today. It's supposed to be an exciting day. I was so excited to come on here and talk to you guys, and like I was gonna do my update. My suit came today and I can't even open the box. Like, I can't bring myself to open. And I'm trying to be like, it's gonna work out, Becca. Like, there's no way that you worked this hard, it's not gonna work out. But like right now it just feels like it's hard to like believe that. Obviously I will let you guys know. Thank you for following me along. Like, thank you. I'm going to compete this year. I am going to compete this year. I want to be competing in 2 weeks, and I'm gonna keep pressing forward like I'm going to, but I don't know. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like, if for some reason I can't compete in 2 weeks because of this car, I will be devastated, and it's gonna be really hard for me, and I'm gonna feel not only like I failed myself, but like I failed you guys, because I have been so public about this, and I have been taking you guys along with me, and I'm ready, like, and excited to compete. My little Romy's over here. Hiding. Anyway, I'm gonna go try to de-stress as much as I possibly can. Try to just trust in all the work I put in. And God knows the work I put in. And that it's gonna work out. I'm just scared. I am. And I don't know what's gonna happen. But I wanted to bring you guys into it because I said I would. And if for some reason I can't compete in 2 weeks, you deserve to know, right? And I'm gonna need support if that ends up happening, because oh my gosh, you guys. But I'm gonna not think about that right now. We're gonna push forward as though we are competing in 2 weeks. I will have a car to drive
if I need it for at least most of this week. Thank you guys. I'm sorry to leave this on such a bummer note. We're gonna keep pushing, we're gonna keep going. And like I said, even if, which God forbid, I can't compete in 2 weeks, we will still compete this year. And all this hard work is not going to waste. It's not. But I really, really, really will be brokenhearted if I can't compete in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, because I want to do both, obviously. But love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one.
Hey guys, so I wanted to throw this in here really quick. I'm gonna finish editing and upload the video tonight, the 3 weeks out vlog. I just got home. Me and Romeo just got back inside and he's running around. That's what you're hearing in the background. He had zoomies. Now he's laying down. I look like I've been running all day because I have, but I got in a really good session at the gym. All my meals were on point, water on point. There he goes. All right, he was at it again. I had to let him get the rest of those zoomies out, but I just couldn't leave the video on that note, so I wanted to come back today. I was still stressed today. I'm feeling a lot better now. But here he goes again. We're trying this again. He's losing his marbles. You know what? Let's just go to a different location. Okay. So anyway, lovely trash can. But that's so Romeo doesn't get into it when I leave. And he seems to not bother it when it's up there. Now he's drinking his water. Ignore all the background noise that is Romeo, because we cannot get away from it. And now he's having a snack and now another drink. Here we are. Anyway, I didn't want to leave the video on that note. I wanted to check in. Feeling better, still stressed, still don't know exactly what's going to happen with the car. Obviously, I won't know until we hear from the dealership and they tell me what's up and what's wrong. I don't know how I will proceed at that point. I do have a car again to borrow, but I don't know for how long. I think until at least Thursday, but if I need it for longer, I don't know. So this is where we're at with that, but I'm pretty sure that it's all going to be able to sort itself out before Kalamazoo. So I'm just pressing onward, and I'm going to do everything in my power. I'm going to start crying again. No. To not let it get to me, because I know it's going to mess with my physique. It's going to mess with peak week. We're so close, and I'm not willing to make that sacrifice. Like, I have worked too hard for this, and we will just find a way to get there. We'll find a way to make it happen. My best friend obviously is willing to drive if I need her to, so that's a load off for show 1 at least, no matter what's going on with my car. And we're gonna make it happen. So prayers, thoughts, encouragement below would be appreciated. This video is hard for me to share with you guys because I feel like I'm upset a lot. I feel like I'm showing the struggle that I just been having in life, along with being so close to a show. Like, it's very vulnerable of me, and I kind of thought about maybe not posting it or taking it out, but I just think I want you guys to see what's going on, because when we get there to the goal, like, it's gonna make it so much more rewarding, and just for you to understand what it's taken me to get there. It's not been an easy ride. It's not been glamorous. You know, there are gonna be glamorous moments, but it has not been a glamorous journey. So thank you so much for following along with me. I love you guys. I have seen the DMs that was in the gym between sets, and I read some of them, and they made me cry. But in like a thank you kind of way, like a wow, thank you for caring. And I'm just some random girl to you guys, but
it means a lot when I get those messages that like you really do support me, even if it's from afar. And I can't really ever say thank you enough for that. So I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. We will be starting our 2 weeks out vlog tomorrow. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be a whirlwind, and let's get it.